You're next, HAZ. Trevor leaks Meg's secret text, confirms Meg dumped him cruelly for another TV actor. Meghan Markle and first husband Trevor Engelson may have parted ways after the actress had an affair with one of her Suits co-stars, claims the Duchess' half-sister Samantha, according to a world-exclusive report in the Royal Observer. The Royal Observer was the first to obtain a copy of Samantha's new tell-all, The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister, a memoir, in which she writes, "We heard through the grapevine that Meg was involved with someone on the show." According to the Royal Observer, Samantha says she was devastated, especially for their grandmother, who was a big fan of Trevor, a film producer. "I was in shock because I thought they had a marriage that defied all odds in Hollywood," writes Samantha. It seems that Meghan may not have been the only one stepping out, however, as the Royal Observer also reported that Samantha claims Trevor was in the throes of a new relationship with Meghan's best friend. "It takes two to tango," she notes. "We didn't really talk about her marital problems, and I wish that we could have, because I had been through it and felt I could be an experienced source of comfort, and maybe advice," writes Samantha, according to Royal Observer. The Duchess of Sussex and Engelson got married in 2011 in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, after a 7-year-long courtship. But the relationship didn't last much longer. They split in 2013, citing irreconcilable differences. In other news, Meghan Markle was still living with Canadian society chef Corey Vitiello when she went on her first date with Prince Harry, a recently published biography claimed. Tom Bower, a biographer who has been vocal in his criticism of Harry and Meghan and who has been called the Witchfinder General by the Daily Mail for the excoriating takedowns of his subjects, has caused a media stir in the UK with the publication of his book Revenge, Harry, Meghan and the War Between the Windsors. Among a number of sensational claims, including that Meghan made sister-in-law Kate Middleton cry at a bridesmaid's dress fitting despite telling Oprah Winfrey that the opposite occurred, Bower wrote that Meghan was still living with Vitiello when she was set up on a date with Prince Harry in London in 2016. Bower wrote that the romantic relationship between Meghan and Vitiello had drawn to a close by the time Meghan left for a visit to Europe in the summer of 2016, but that though having discussed how to end their relationship, Vitiello was still living in the couple's shared home. Meghan and Vitiello had met, according to Bower, in 2014 in Toronto, where he was a renowned restaurateur, well known among Canada's high society cohort. On 10th of July, 2014, after eating at his restaurant with the Suits cast, Meghan wrote a gushing review in the TIG. Bower wrote, "Corey was dubbed my very favorite chef." Shortly afterwards, Vitiello ended a relationship and started to date Meghan, Bower continued. Together they rented a 3-bedroomed home in the city's Annex district. Meghan was introduced to many of the key players in the Canadian world of celebrity through Vitiello, including Jessica Mulroney, who would become one of the future royals' closest friends. As Mulroney's husband, Ben, was the son of Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney, that meant Meghan was also introduced to Canada's dynastic political families, including the Trudeaus. By the summer of 2016, Meghan and Vitiello's romance had reportedly run its course, with Bower writing that Meghan sought a new romance on her planned visit to Britain, where she was considering moving. In Britain, Meghan and Harry were reportedly set up on a date by a high society publicist for Ralph Lauren, who dressed Meghan for 2 appearances at Wimbledon during her stay. Bower identified the matchmaker as Violet von Westenholz, the daughter of a close friend of Prince Charles and a childhood playmate of Princes William and Harry. In her empathetic manner, according to Bower, Meghan persuaded Violet, a sensitive soul, to arrange a blind date with Harry. The Prince and Meghan bonded during the date over their shared passion for humanitarian work and philanthropy, as they discussed in their engagement interview a year later. Bower said the pair agreed to meet again, and 2 weeks later Harry secretly flew to Toronto. He stayed for about 1 week in the house of a friend of Meghan's, probably Jessica Mulroney. With Corey Vitiello still sharing her home, the situation for Meghan was tricky but manageable, Bower added. For Meghan was